Guys, these cops just had this dude at gunpoint. It looked like he had a flashlight in the air. Oh, this little cop's pretty professional. So, yeah, that one's really professional right there. So we'll see who the other one is. I think the other one too. I think both of these guys are pretty cool cops. So we'll see what's going on. I just saw the lights. But they do have... Okay, I got a guy in the back too. Yeah, when I was driving by, I went to park. They had a... they had the flashlight in the air. It looked like, when you get one at gunpoint. But all I saw was the flashlight, so I can't confirm they had him at gunpoint. But they had that flashlight in the air, and the dude had his hands in the driver had his hands up. So we're going to go ahead and keep our distance tonight, not only because of social distancing, but kind of stay out of their way. We'll come over here. So she's going to get her ID and take the kids inside. But you notice they're in the middle of the street like this. So something went down. Yeah, he's doing that for officer safety. Yeah, that's for officer safety. Yeah, these two officers we shouldn't have a problem with. We're not going to record the baby, but... So she's getting her ID out now. Can you guys hear that? Now, I don't know what the stop was for. I just saw the flashing lights. I heard the siren, and I said, oh, there must be an ambulance or something around here. It was these guys going code 3. Okay, so he's getting her ID out. Felonious feline just ran by. I don't know if you guys caught that. Probably not. But a cat burglar just took off up the street. So a little news, if you haven't heard by now, most of you probably have. San Gabriel Valley News First was arrested earlier today. And I'm still gathering information from AV Watchman. The video isn't real telling. The video that AV Watchman was putting up only shows them walking up and telling SGV that he's detained, and then the next thing you know, he's getting arrested. They said it was for 148A. But I was watching AV live stream tonight. He's on a live stream right now, actually, out at the Lancaster substation jail. And was saying that they were telling SGV, go over there and stand by your friend, go stand by your friend. SGV started to ask questions. He was trying to ask some questions, and then he was detained for disturbance, which I'm suspecting it was 415 disturbance, 415 disturbance, yeah. And then next thing you know, he's arrested for 148A, obstructing a peace officer in the process of his investigation. So I don't know if they're going to get him for 148A for asking questions while they were trying to talk to the homeless guy, or if they're going to plea it out, 415 disturbance, or what. I don't even know. And the 415 disturbance, that would be the initial reason to detain him. That way on the 148A for obstructing, they can also try to get resisting if he didn't want to give his ID or what have you. But they'll probably plea it out if it even goes that far. But that's what A.V. Watchman was saying that now that they were telling him, go stand over there with your friend and whatnot, and SGV wouldn't. There's the cat burglar. And then he got arrested. But he's still in the jail. They said he'll probably be in there until about 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't even think it's midnight yet here. So he's got at least a couple hours to go. But they said they haven't even begun processing him yet because they've got so many others that were there. Yeah, so a cop told him, you give me respect, I'll give you respect back. That's what it is. You give what you get. But he said, I'm pretty sure I contacted you before. Yeah, the police officer said, you give me respect, I'll give you respect. That's pretty much what it's about. I mean, if you give respect and act professional, you'll get it back, you know? I know there are some people that just don't like law enforcement at all, but Copwatcher. He said, that's Jimmy. Yeah, I get doxxed everywhere I go. He was trying to explain what I am, so I said, Copwatcher. So. So anyway, but they got this car all opened up. They got 3 adults sitting on the curb here. And so see, he's going to search the car. Yeah, he's going to look for contraband now. Did they give consent? I didn't even catch it because I was looking across the street. So I don't know if they gave consent or not, but he's checking the car now. They are running the IDs. If anybody has a warrant, they'll probably go tonight. He said, I appreciate your honesty. You know, some people think they can just talk their way out of getting arrested. Whenever you hear an officer say, I appreciate your honesty, to me that says a couple of things. One, they probably did do something and they're just trying to be honest about it. Or they think by talking, they didn't do anything and maybe they can talk their way out of being arrested for something. And basically, the bottom line, it comes back to you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the court. I know there's more to the rights, but that's the gist of it, you know, is you have the right to remain silent. Silent means I'm not talking. You have the right. Now, the Fifth Amendment mostly applies to when you're arrested or you have to testify. And I know there's probably more to what I say. I'm just giving you guys the short, quick version. I can't remember everything in my head, but you can still apply the Fifth Amendment to yourself when you're detained like this under the right to remain silent. Always remember the Miranda right. the Miranda, that you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. But so many people do. So this cop's over here checking the car for contraband. Yeah, I think somebody across the street was asking why I was recording. That's why I was looking across the street, and I didn't hear if they gave him consent to search or not, or if he just took it upon himself. But I don't know if there's probable cause, I guess. But he's going to go all through that car. Can believe that. And not because of that particular officer. That's what they do generally. In a general sense, they go through. Yeah, look back at me, see if I'm recording. In a general sense, when an officer goes into a car, yeah, they're going to tear that car apart. They're going through that thing. So that's not a reflection of this officer. That's just how they do. That's the nature of the occupation. Yeah, I thought I heard 40 King behind. I do hear 40 King. There they are. They're behind me up there in the air. So now I don't get too close. I know people get upset, but you know what? When you get close, that's when you start having problems. I believe that may be one factor that led to SGV getting arrested tonight, was he was maybe too close. Because, and he may not have been. He may have been at a reasonable distance, but what's a reasonable distance to us, some cops will say, that's not a reasonable distance to me. And I had a sergeant tell me that. No, we get to choose what's reasonable, he said, which really is incorrect. But when they have the badge and they have the authority and they have the handcuffs, we really don't have any marbles to play with. You know what I mean? They're holding all the marbles. But we can still quote the penal codes to them, so that if they do violate our rights, either under the Thomas Bain Act of California or the 148G, or the California Constitution, if they prohibit our liberty to free press, then we can at least say, hey, you know what, we told them. Okay, so Chicken Hawk is right here, guys. I think, yeah, that's Chicken Hawk. He's going to go over there and tell them about me, I think. He comes over here and we're going to have a problem, I'll tell you that right now. But the Chicken Hawk guy is out here. So I'm going to watch my back. Now, you notice he's walking up to me. I'm just standing here recording. Cop keeps watching me. Don't come up here causing problems, all right? I have never harassed you.
I know I'm not.
Okay? I've always tried to be cool, but I don't know why you insist on harassing me. All right, then. All right. Because really, I don't have anything against you. I just don't like being harassed. Most cops, I put up a couple videos. Most cops say hey to me. I've had them shake my hand. I've had them walk up to me and talk to me. So you're unfairly judging me. No, that's fine. But when you start coming up and putting your light in my face and then telling everybody on Facebook I harass people when I've got over 1,000 videos of cops shaking my hand. Yeah, he was yelling at a lady who said her titty hurt and her head hurt. So, well, that's too bad. EMTs aren't supposed to say stop yelling at me and walk away. They're supposed to calm them down, see? So, I mean, we can have a conversation without harassing each other. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Like he's saying, tell me who your friends are, and that tells me who you are?
I don't even know what you just said.
So I think that High Desert Community Watch is like a bad influence on
I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with. I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with everything they do. That's why I'm a lone wolf.
Like you're in one of his videos where he told the sergeant to fuck off, and pretty much, you know. And so that's where, like, I associated you with him.
No.
So you're not associated with High Desert Community.
Well, I mean, if
Do you condone what he does to first responders outside of the First Amendment, right?
I don't condone yelling at them and getting in their face and cussing them out and all that. No, I don't. That's why I'm a lone wolf most cases, because I get out here, I do my thing, and then I leave.
Can I ask you this though? Like, do you think it's like normal behavior if I sit outside? Let's say we didn't have let's say we didn't have any of the other experiences together. Do you think it's like weird behavior if I went to your work and like started filming every personal vehicle that drove in and out?
I don't film personal vehicles that drive in and out.
But that's what you guys do. With the
Don't say you guys, though. Say that's what some people do. That's what some people do. Some school teachers. Let me unplug the microphone.
I'll turn off my light. So.
No, well, I unplug my microphone so they can hear the whole conversation. Some school teachers molest 16-year-olds.
Right.
Some school teachers are very professional and do the. Hey, you too, sir. Stay safe, guys. Thanks for always being professional.
Oh, he didn't even tell me to have him there. See, he likes you, Jimmy. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
Thanks for being professional, sir.
We always are.
Oh, you two are. You two are the greatest, man. I love you guys. Yeah, these two are really nice to me.
Yeah, they're cool. All right. Another
But
First
no-
Amendment audit. We're done.
No, but what I was saying was, so when people say you First Amendment auditors, that's like saying, well, you school teachers are molesters. That's an unfair judgment.
Don't you think, though, that it's
So-
awkward and a waste of time for anybody to stand outside of a police department and just film?
Not always, and I'll tell you why. Well,
They're
let's.
not doing anything wrong in front of the police
Right,
department.
but there was a police officer in Georgia that shot an unarmed naked man and told his partner when he arrived, he was grabbing for my gun. Somebody across the street was filming. The guy never got within 6 feet of him.
Right.
He
But
got
those-
charged with
those
manslaughter.
Police officers that get
But if there was no camera, he would have got away with
yeah, but
manslaughter.
they all wear body cams now.
No,
The
he
whole
didn't.
San Bernardino
He didn't
Police
have his
Department
body
wears
cam on.
cams.
No, in
So-
Georgia, that cop didn't have a body
Yeah,
cam
but
on.
you're out here. The whole San Bernardino City Police Department.
But
wears
they
body
turn 'em
cams.
off.
No, they don't turn them
The
off.
LAPD guy turned his body cam off, and it stayed on for 30 seconds. He didn't know that, and he molested a dead body.
Yeah, their audio gets turned on and off.
But
not the
see,
camera,
that's what I'm saying though, is
The
our
audio
cameras are
gets turned on.
never off,
right?
and if the cops do great, kudos to them. But that one time a cop kills somebody and then says, "Oh, this is what happened," and my camera shows a totally opposite story, that family and that attorney are going to go, "We need your video because that's not what the cop said." So this is more of a community insurance. Most cops are good. Most cops, I'm like, all right, have a good day. But that one time, that one cop just, maybe he's new, maybe he just flips out. My camera's got the truth right here captured.
Okay.
So, 99 out of 100 times it's boring and it's whatever. But that one time, I want to be there to catch it when that one cop, and you're smart enough to
But why
understand
are
that
you,
that's
like,
the truth.
Obsessed with catching a cop doing something bad. Like
I'm
there's
not
so many
obsessed
other
with catching them. I'm
similar-
obsessed with people getting killed and then someone gets away with murder. Because if one of us do that, we go to prison for 20 years. If one of them do that, they have to resign. They get fired.
No, they go to prison too.
So, not all the
RTA will
time.
press charges if they get found criminally wrong.
Hopefully, because the LA DA, she hasn't prosecuted any officers.
Oh, this is San Bernardino County.
So-
This isn't LA. Why don't you do it in LA if you feel LA is like?
Because I live here and this is my community and I have to.
All
but
right, well, I'm
that's-
out of here.
All right,
Have a good one, Jimmy.
you too. All right, guys. So we turned that around. I was prepared too, but hey, guys, let's get back out here. Thanks.